Hi everyone, and welcome to Denkwelt. In this video, we're going to be talking about the importance of independent thought and clear thinking. But before we get into that, I want you to watch this small video clip and complete the small test. Once you've watched the video clip, I'll come back and explain why it's so important to be able to think independently and clearly. After finishing this small test, I promise to give you a better understanding of your own cognitive biases, the tools you need to think more critically and independently, and the confidence to challenge conventional wisdom and form your own opinions. So what are you waiting for? Start watching now.
This is a test of selective attention. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the basketball.
So friends, how many passes did you count? If you got 15, good job. You have a very good attention span. Now go back to watching the video and see if you can spot the gorilla. You may be surprised at what you see. Earlier, we watched a selective attention test. You were asked to count the number of passes the players made, and you most likely didn't notice the gorilla that walked across the screen. This is because our brains are constantly filtering out information. We focus on what we think is important and ignore everything else. This selective attention can be used to manipulate our thoughts. Politicians, religious leaders, and even daily life peoples can use our tendency to filter information to their advantage. They can say things that they know we want to hear, and we will be more likely to believe them. For example, a politician might say that they will lower taxes and create jobs. This is something that most people want to hear, so they are more likely to believe the politician. They may say that their opponent is dangerous or that the country is in danger. This fear can motivate people to vote for the politician. A religious leader might say that their religion is the only true religion and that everyone else is going to hell. This is a fear tactic that can be used to manipulate people into following the religion. They may say that people who don't follow the religion are going to hell or that they are not good people. This guilt and shame can make people feel like they need to follow the religion. Even daily life peoples can manipulate our thoughts. For example, a friend might say that they think you look great in a new outfit. Even in our everyday interactions, we can be susceptible to suggestion. For example, a salesperson may use flattery or social proof to convince us to buy a product. A friend may subtly pressure us to join their social group, or a co-worker may make subtle suggestions that influence our work performance. It is important to be aware of how our thoughts can be manipulated. We need to be critical of the information that we are presented with and to form our own opinions. Here are some tips for avoiding being manipulated. Be skeptical of everything you hear. Don't just believe something because someone said it. Do your own research and make sure that the information is accurate. Consider multiple perspectives. When you are presented with information, try to see it from different angles. Don't just accept the first thing you hear. Think critically. Ask yourself questions about the information that you are presented with. Is it logical? Is it supported by evidence? Trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, don't believe it. Your gut instinct is often a good indicator of what is true. By following these tips, you can protect yourself from manipulation and develop your own independent thought process. Here are some examples of how you can apply these tips in your daily life. When you're watching a political advertisement, pay attention to the language and imagery used. Are they trying to evoke emotions or appeal to your sense of patriotism? When you're listening to a sermon, question the assumptions that the speaker is making. Are they using logical arguments or relying on emotional appeals? When you're out shopping, be aware of the way salespeople are trying to influence you. Are they using flattery or social proof? When you're interacting with friends or colleagues, be mindful of their subtle suggestions. Are they trying to pressure you into doing something you don't want to do? It is important to be aware of how these tactics can be used to manipulate us so that we can protect ourselves from them. By being critical and thinking for ourselves, we can develop our own independent thought processes and make our own decisions about what we believe. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to Denkwelt. By subscribing, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, and you'll also be supporting my channel and allowing me to continue creating content that you'll find valuable. In addition to subscribing, you can also show your support by liking my videos, leaving comments, and sharing them with your friends and family. Thank you for being a part of the Denkwelt community. I look forward to sharing more life lessons and philosophical insights with you on our next journey together.